Music. Starting with the 2015 World Championship left Christmas from Greece 2015. World bronze winner Nicoletta Karapoulou jumping at 311 times, the country champion 11 times. The country champion of Belarus Arena Zoo going next France. Country record holder from France is a really well-known person there from the United States of America. Eugenie first show jumping at 6. She's been 7th and 6th in the last from Great. Britain Holly Bradshaw, one of the top picks for this. Title from Greece is the current World Olympic and European. Champion Katerina Stephanie, applause. Jumping from Switzerland, Angelico, Switzerland. This year, another athlete from the United States of America, Katina. Music is the Cuban athlete. The 2015 World Champion Jeremy Silva, music. From Venezuela, Venezuelan Pato jumping at 13 from Slovenia. 1910 Slovenian champion jumping in 14th spot, it's Sandy Morris. The 2018 Commonwealth Games champion from Canada, it's one of the top picks. For this title, it's Alicia Newman 4 years ago now in Beijing, still only 26 years. Old is Angelica Benson, and she's an authorized neutral athlete, Angelica Sidorova, the 17-woman final here. 460 was the qualifying height, so much skill in this. Women's pole vault event, really like the men's event these days, so this is the first look that we have of Holly Bradshaw. This is the starting height, 4 meters 50. Not a problem, cool that the scorecard is going 450, and then it's going straight up 20 centimeters to 470. So that beats what it took to automatically qualify for this final, that was 460. So quite a lot of the girls are having to try at this only. Jen Sur from the USA has decided not to. This is the first time that we look at Stephanie D, the Greek athlete. Well, she hardly got out of third gear there. On the runway, a lot of these athletes will be using softer poles, shorter poles for some of these starting heights. They're a little bit easier to bend as the bar goes up. We'll expect them to change poles. A few times we might not really see that. So this is Angela Moser from Switzerland. This is the same bar height. All of the girls will be coming in at the 450 upset for Jen's show, who's clearly feeling very confident, maybe a little bit of a risk. She's going for the next height 470, which is really important that a lot of these ladies decide just to, get their eye in at these early starting heights. So Moser, she made that look good as well. A little bit of a relief sometimes when you clear that starting bar, of course. This is a game of smart moves. You don't want any fails in these early bar jumps if athletes tie on the same height of bar, it goes back on count back, so any early fails do go against you, one of the 3 athletes in the United States of America. Katie Najat, she's been in great shape this year. She's expected for a medal. In fact, you can't call it. There's, 5 or 6 athletes. They beat each other regularly on the circuit, maybe. Stefan Edie has the advantage over a few, actually like Zena Rover as well, but that was a nice jump. There's Sandy Morris, what an experienced competitor. She is second best pole vaulter in history. Yeah, she was second on countback. London 2 years ago ended up with the silver. Stefan Edie getting the gold on that time. Oh my goodness. 5 meters 50, and there was space between herself and the bar. Sandy Morris has struggled this season with a little bit of injury. She said it's been quite a frustrating season for her. But look at that, focus the attention, even though 450 is well below the abilities of these ladies. It's such a tricky event. They have to keep the focus at every single jump. So this is Alicia Newman. She's 3rd on the world rankings in 2019. She's improved the national record 3 times this year. Outdoors, all the way to 482, looked good winning the Diamond League. In Paris earlier this season, 4 meters 50. She looked like she took off a little bit too soon. She had the height, but she came down on the bar just going back. Looking what she did wrong, getting a feel for what it feels like to plant that pole. So as I say, it's a game of smart moves. She'll have 2 more tries at this height, of course, but she will have an X by her name. A lot of these other ladies have already cleared it on the first time. Try so if it does come up to a higher height and she ties on that height with someone. Else they will go ahead of her because of that early bar fail. This is a great athlete, Angelita Pakistan from Sweden. She's two-time world junior champion and she's gone out to 4.81. This year really coming through now on the senior ranks, and that was a great jump. She'll be happy with that. Taking a little bit longer, of course. 17 athletes, so there will be a little bit more time than usual between these tries. There's some really great height on that she liked it, so this is one of the athletes who looks one of the top picks for the title. This is in a rover. She's had some great battles this year, especially with Stephanie, and Stephanie's got such a great record, doesn't she? Current world, European, and Olympic champion, but on this season's results, 8 competitions between the two of them. Zidorova has actually beat Stephanie 5 of those 8 times. So this is Silva, the Cuban athlete. She's won medals at these world championships on the last 3 times. Can she make it a 4th? And again, making light work of the starting bar, and Alyssa Newman from Canada. We can let you know that she did clear the bar on a 2nd try, so it's everybody good to go, 17 athletes. We'll go on to the next bar for me to 70. Jennifer Sir from the US, this is the first time we're gonna see her. She chose out at the first bar height of 450. Oh, and she believed in herself. Didn't she saved a little bit of energy the other women have a couple of tries at 450. Just took her just the one. She's telling her husband Rick there what to do with the uprights. They can set them at different widths, and she's saying, we need to move it back. Holly Bradshaw finished in 5th spot on 6th spot at the previous 2 Olympic Games. It took her one height, 460, to qualify in the qualifying a couple of days ago. 450 at her first try, and she follows that with a first-time jump at 470. These early bar heights are really important for that countback. The bar is going to go up to 480, and that'll sort a lot of the women out at that height. 470 is real international heights, so to be clear in 470 at a world championship. Final is really important. Katarina Stephanie D. What will the next hour or so hold for her? So powerful on the circuit for a number of years, 4 times. The winner of that Diamond League the past 4 years, and that was a lovely jump you. Like that again, another athlete to go clear at 4.70 meters. So here we have Katie Najat, so too, will she try 470, and the same results again, perfect conditions. Inside this arena, hardly a breath of air. This will really help the ladies. Really good stable conditions allows them to control a lot of things. This is Sandy Morris from the USOO, and that's a fantastic jump. She's happy with herself. I wonder whether 6 months or so ago, when she's had lots of injuries, wonder whether she actually thought that she would be at these championships. She's given herself a chance to first-time jumps, 4.50 meters done, 4.70 meters done, 4.80 meters will be a next try. And these are cool images, aren't they? As you can see, the ladies almost crawl themselves. They bend themselves over that bar at the top. This is Alicia Newman. It took her 2 tries at 450, but first try here at 470, yes. Well, she needed that, didn't she? Applause. She makes a face somewhat going over to get a little bit of feedback. Guess her coach is over there. That's what she'd be doing. She'd be making decisions. Now, whether she needs to change up the pole. That was actually a really short pole, you could see when she actually left herself. And she threw them, almost throw the bar away. They pushed the bar up to help them get towards that bar height, but she actually had quite a short pole there, so she'll definitely need to take out a longer pole to help her get that extra 10 centimeters or so for the 480. Alicia Benson, the Swedish athlete, this is her first try. Note, will she have to go again? So here we are. This is Lisa Reisich, the German athlete. This is her final try at 4.70 meters. No well sadness on her eyes, a few tears coming into those eyes. Of course, it wouldn't be normal if she didn't feel the emotion, if she didn't feel sad. She's worked hard to get here, a season's best of 463. So she was asking a lot of herself. Great images there of the women as they all undergo their own Individual preparations, yeah, just catches it with her thigh on the way down. Well, she is a world championship. Finalist Angelica Benson, the Swedish athlete, 2 times the world junior champion, been and great. Shaped this year, 481 personal best. This is her third try, and she's got it. Oh, H. Benson goes clear, and the Swedish flags are being thrown. Oh, she's happy. Should go on to try. The next bar goes up 10 centimeters to 4 meters. 80. And our championships lives on. Quite a nice crowd gathered actually watching that women's pole vault work very well, Jensen. Just doing a few final preparations. You see she's spraying her hands with that black sticky stuff that you'll see a lot of the athletes putting on their hands. Some use sticky stuff, some use chalk, maybe a little bit more. Sticky stuff needed on an evening like this. It's quite hot inside the arena. Well, whilst we wait to see the next jump. The multiple world decathlon champion and former world record holder Dan O'Brien is getting down there amongst it for us, and he's alongside a man who knows a thing or two about pole vaulting, Sam Kendricks, one of the top picks for gold in the men's pole vault. Thanks, Rob. Thanks. Jenny, I am here with the defending champion here in the pole vault. A Sam, you see. You said this is your third world championship. You're coming back to defend, but you take the